Alright, so Amazon has outdone themselves today. They sent me a figure inside of a bag. And I also ordered a book. That's one of the reasons I stopped ordering manga from Amazon, because they always send them in bags like this, and they almost always arrive damaged. At least in my experience. Though I did order 2 of the Berserk Deluxe editions like a few months ago, and they came in a box. But those are pretty heavy books, and there was no packaging in the box like usual. But I decided to take a chance with those, and they arrived fine. Though yeah, it could be because they're really heavy. They didn't really move around too much in the box. But yeah, at least when it comes to single volumes of manga from Amazon, I stopped ordering those like at least over a year ago. But let's get this out. And the figure here is the main thing I was wanting to buy, but I don't have Amazon Prime and the figure was $30, so I had to spend $35 or more in order to get free shipping. Because what's the point of paying $30 for this and $8 for shipping when I could get something else for like $7 instead? Which is the whole point of the way they set their system up, is to make you buy more stuff. But yeah, if I'm paying about $38 either way, then I might as well get a book. Oh no. Let's see. Here we go. Shrek, the original Shrek book. And it is a little bit wavy looking from being in there. See, there's a big ol' wave in it right there, but that might be able to be fixed. And yeah, the reason I got this is because I had recently seen those Shrek memes. Like for the longest time I didn't realize it was a meme. But yeah, before buying the book I looked it up, and it's this one meme that shows the end of the book, and it says Shrek decided to marry whatever this thing is. No priest would officiate because God hated Shrek for being alive. And that's always been a funny meme. I thought it was like a real part of the book, so it kind of always been in the back of my mind, like maybe I'd read the book someday to see that part, and also just to see, where Shrek originally came from. But yeah, that's always been a really funny one to me. God hated Shrek for being alive, so they used a crocodile. But that is not what it says in here. And yeah, I'm not going to show this on the screen inside of the book, because you never know with the copyright shit, so let's look at the back. Yep, this is the origin of the great Shrek. Yeah, he's so disgusting, I love it. This is the kind of stuff that makes me laugh. I think I'm probably going to enjoy reading it. But right now, myself, I'm going to look at it and see what it actually says at the very end. And it doesn't look to be that too many pages. Yep, looking in here, Shrek is ugly as hell, and so is Fiona. She's like purple, but I love it. They look so good. So the final page actually says, so they got hitched as soon as possible, and they lived horribly ever after. Yeah, I'm gonna stop looking through it and enjoy it myself from start to finish. But it does look like it got a bit creased up in the actual book itself. Not sure if I'll be able to fix that. 'Cause damn Amazon. But let's get the figure out now. Here comes the figure. So as expected when packaged inside of a bag, we have some damage here. I think if I would have ordered it like with another figure or something else, they probably wouldn't have sent it in the bag, but who knows, it's Amazon. So it's got some damage there, but overall, not too bad. And yeah, this is the Mega WCF Pacifista. I've really been drawn to the Mega WCFs lately, like I was looking at them the other day and I just had like a really strong desire to just buy a whole bunch of them. And I also really want that other one that recently released of Kuma with the glasses, so I gotta get that one too. And then yeah, the Luffy and Kizaru one as well. And what else? I want the Saturn one too. I kind of want to get all of them. And as of right now, this is my second Mega WCF ever. I just love how it's the same style WCF box, but huge. Just a lot bigger. So here's the difference. And here's the bottom. Yeah, the interesting thing about this one is that Amazon was the only site that had it in the US. Like, an actual US release of the figure. Not Big Bad Toy Store, not Crunchyroll, not Otakumo. They did not have this. So I thought it was kind of weird, kind of interesting that Amazon was the one site that had it. Like, it was sold and shipped by Amazon, so they got, a US release of the figure. It's not like an import from Japan. We can even see the silver sticker here, because the ones from Japan have the gold sticker. But, yeah. So I don't know what that's about. And sure, there may be some US-based site out there that has this that I'm not aware of, but yeah, all the usuals, the ones I always use, none of them had this, so yeah, who knows. But there it is. giant WCF box here, and yeah, let's weigh it. I guess before I get him opened up, we'll weigh him. So yeah, see, it even has a little California cancer warning. And then on the back it says US distributed by Little Buddy, which I think they're like one of the US distributors. And as I'm editing this video right now, I notice it also says Crunchyroll down there. So I wonder if they did have it on their site, because with some figures, like after they sell out, they will delete the page. So it is possible that it was on Crunchyroll. So if you're watching this video and you did order this from Crunchyroll, let me know, because I can't remember ever seeing it there. And maybe you're watching this video thinking, why is he even talking so much about this? Why does this even matter? But yeah, I've kind of changed my perspective when it comes to videos. I'm not trying to hold anybody's attention. I'm talking about whatever I think is interesting. And also the Shrek book too. Like in the past, I would cut that out thinking, oh, I can't put Shrek in there because this is an anime figure channel. No one's going to watch it. But now I don't care who watches. Like, I'm not interested in holding people's attention. I just make whatever I like, and whoever feels like watching it can watch it. But yep, let's weigh him and open him up. All right, let's see. 10.3 ounces. And now let's get him out. And I think it says they have 17 left at the moment. Last time I checked. Right now it's like March 24th today, 2026, I think. 24th or 25th. Yeah, it's the 24th. And yeah, it's kind of hard to get this open. What I've noticed, I saw one video where someone did this, like they stuck something here, something really flat, and then like kind of pulled it up, and it made that come off really nicely. Let me see if I can find something. Yeah, I'm gonna try using this top loader, because if I just try pulling it out, I might like tear the box. So, you know, ideally something more solid would probably work better. I forget what they used in the video. I don't know. It's not working too well here. There it goes, see? Got the edge off, and so here he comes. Alright, that's how he's packaged inside of the box. But yeah, WCFs. I love WCFs. Like, sometimes I want to like start a really big WCF collection, because they just have everything. You're gonna get just about every character when a new arc starts, and now they're doing so many of these megas. And there's also the Log Stories line. Just so much WCF. The best variety of characters. Largest variety. So yeah, I do kind of want to go and collect like 500 WCFs. You know, I don't know how many I have right now. Probably over 50. I haven't really counted, but for now, I'm really into the Mega WCF. So I think I'm just gonna focus on getting a few of those, like the ones I've mentioned, the young Whitebeard coming out, plus the others I talked about earlier in the video. And I think I'm also wanting the Emmet now. Not that I ever didn't want it. It's just I try to stick to, you know, regularly proportioned figures mostly, but you know, WCFs are just great, so we'll see. We'll see. And I like that they can do like the deformed style, you know, with the big heads without it looking too off. Like, there are so many different types of figures out there, minifigures and stuff, you know, where they do like giant heads. But I really love the proportions that WCF goes with. Like, it still captures the character without looking stupid. I mean, at least to me, you know, everyone's gonna think different things. Some people probably think these look stupid, but I love them. I almost forgot to get this little piece out, because I was just looking at the base. I'm like, how is he gonna go on there? You know, it's the hole, the usual hole. But yeah, I missed that little piece for a second. Right, here he is. Let's take a look at him. Almost dropped him. Okay, so there's the back though. The pants look good. He's got the little patterns there. Boots look good. He has the big brown boots. And what's on the bottom? Nothing there. But yeah, I love the sculpt of this thing, and then we can see the zipper going up. Let's zoom in. Where is the... Oh, no, it's not. They didn't sculpt an actual zipper on this one, just the little line to make it look like it's zipped up, but no zipper itself. Which is fine, because that's not really a detail that Oda ever draws. Like, I don't think he ever draws the actual zipper part itself, so it looks as it should. But yep, the Kuma pattern there. He's got the paws down there. little pocket. But yes, I have a strong desire for Mega WCFs right now. Let's take a close look at this hand. I like how this hand doesn't look so bad even without the effect in it. Like it has the little circle around it, so you could kind of think of it like he's just, preparing to shoot. So I think that's nice that they left that little color around it instead of just having it flesh colored. And here's the back of the hand. We can even see his little fingernails, little wrinkles on the knuckles. A very good one. Then here's his hat. Hair looks good as well. And face is amazing. I love the face. It's perfect. Perfect figure here. Let's get the effect piece on. So the one thing about this effect piece, I think it would have looked better in like translucent yellow, but they just went with a regular look for this one. It looks fine. I just think it could have looked better. So it looks like it's just a circle. I think you could kind of put this in anyway. So yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the box and let's see if I can match it up to that. So there's how he's got it on the box. So how would that be here? Think about like that. Or either way could work, I think. Okay, now I see it. There is a little difference. So if I want it to be exactly positioned like the picture, it's about like that. I'll leave them like that. So there's how it looks on the hand. Let's see the back. How it looks from the back, and now let's get him onto the stand. Oh, and here's the marking on this one. It's right here on his back. On the bottom of the base, it says BSP China 2805729. All right, now let's get him in. Let's get him on. Yeah, this is thicker than your usual WCF pole because he's a Mega WCF. And it also has kind of like almost a frosted look to it, like it's not just pure translucent. Let me get another one out here. I got a whole bunch of WCFs right behind me. See, here's an Egghead Luffy. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera, but yeah, this one is like very clear, translucent, and this one's like a little clouded, a little bit like frosted looking. All right, went in nice and easy. So that just goes right there in the back of his left leg, and then stick him in like this. There we go. Mega WCF Kuma. Oh, and I almost forgot to test this out, but it looks like he can stand up on his own. So let's see once I put the little piece in. See if that throws him off balance or not. Nope, still stands up fine, so it is possible. Oh yeah, he balances pretty well also. Pretty good. Alright, here's what he looks like next to some regular WCFs. And yeah, because of his hat, the way it, hangs over his eyes, I have to have a light pointing up at him in order for us to really see him. Otherwise, it like casts a shadow, So I think we can see them good enough here. Let's do a 360 of Kuma. Not Kuma, Pacifista. Maybe I should have done that without the figures here, but what's done is done. There he is, and then, yep, little fat Whole Cake Island Luffy here. One of my favorite WCFs. And next I'll get out some more Kuma figures, because I do have a few Kumas, so figure might as well get them all together. And then I also really love this one, this Wano Ghost Brook. So there's how big he is to this Pacifista. But yeah, there's just so much great WCF stuff. Like they've been making those big special ones, like of the 5 Elders, and the one like with all the Luffys, like just a lot of stuff coming out. And there's also the 2 Mega WCF Kaidos, so you could get those ones and put them with the rest of his crew, which are regular WCF sizes. So that's another great thing about them. Oh, and then look at this fake Zoro. And that's how tall he is to the Pacifista. Right, so here's my Kuma collection, and this one, the Portrait of Pirates Kuma, can also be turned into a Pacifista, but I don't feel like doing it right now, so we're just leaving him as Kuma. And then the DX7 Warlords Kuma. And this one's from like a really old log box. And then here is the Mega WCF Pacifista. And the Super Modeling Soul Kuma. So let's see if we can get them all in frame. There's all 5 together. And I'm going from the bottom of the base to the top of the head. I mean, maybe I'll do both measurements. Yeah, it looks to be about 13.5 centimeters tall. And in inches, almost 5.5 inches tall. Below, he's a little bit below. The height of the base is about 5 centimeters tall, so if we just subtract that, then he should be like 13 centimeters, you know, from foot to head. Around there, yeah, just about. Let's weigh Kuma on his own. Pacifista on his own. 6.2 ounces. Right, so I skimmed through the Shrek book, and it's a pretty short read. I still didn't give it my full attention, but I just skimmed through it, and yeah, it's great. The whole thing's pretty much about how ugly he is. Like, even the lightning and thunder are calling Shrek ugly. And he doesn't give a shit. He loves it. He loves being this disgusting, ugly beast. He's so sexy. Then yeah, at the end when he finally meets Fiona, who is just called Princess, I don't think she even has a name in this, but I am going to read it fully still. But yeah, when he finds her, they just compliment each other on how ugly they are. And then they get married, so yeah, it's pretty amazing. And yeah, the dream would be to buy like 9 of these figures and create a setup with them, but at $30 a piece, that's just something I would never do. So maybe I'll look into importing figures again, because that was like the main way I used to buy figures before the tariffs started. I would import them from Japan through Zen Market, but yeah, I really just don't like not knowing the exact price I'm going to pay. And I know they have some kind of thing like DDP where you can pay all of the fees up front. So maybe I'll look into that. Maybe I will try placing like a small order on Zen Market, because I always buy on there through Mercari Japan, and there are just some really good prices on things there, but you know, fees and all that. Fees and shipping can really add up. So yeah, I'll see what I end up doing. Yeah, when it comes to this figure, I would love for them to make some more of these Pacifistas, like maybe one that's kind of mirrored shooting out of the other arm, and maybe one shooting out the mouth. Like I know they do have one shooting out of the mouth, but he's just like a regular sized WCF. So it would be great to see some more Mega WCF Pacifista figures.